And good evening, everyone. Welcome to another exciting Saturday Night Wine Stream and another exciting episode of Drink with Rick. I'm Rick, and this is episode Drink with Rick number 112. 112 bottles of wine. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here joining me tonight because, this is a special occasion that we're going to be toasting tomorrow. Yeah, you know what it is. Well, we're going to toast it tonight. And if you've got your moms around, if you've got a mom around, bring her in, set her down, and we'll all toast them together. Okay? Did I already spill the beans? Okay. If you're joining me for the first time or for the 112th time, this is Drink with Rick. This is a stream of consciousness kind of show. I do have some show notes. I have them right here. I don't always follow them verbatim. Sometimes I don't follow them much at all because this show isn't about me. The show's about the wine, somewhat, but this is really about you and me getting together on a Saturday night, just sitting back, relaxing with our favorite libation, no matter what it is, and having a great time. Now, you can drink, there's no rule that says you have to drink wine. You can drink beer, you can drink tequila, you can drink rum, gin, whatever you want to drink, soda, water, whatever it is. There's no rule about what you have to drink. Just as long as you're here drinking with me, and we'll do some toasting together. And you can toast with water. You can. It's the thought that counts, right? Okay. Well, this is going to be a fun show tonight. What I've got going on here is a white wine that I'm going to show you in just a few moments, and a nice selection of food to try it out with. We're also going to do our toastings, as I mentioned before, and we're going to, I'm going to tell you how to win a free bottle of wine for May. Yeah, we'll do that as well. And it's an open chat. So it's an open chat. You got dad jokes, whatever you want to bring in to the mix, feel free to do it. If you're watching me now, you can watch me on Facebook. Facebook page is at Drink with Rick. Twitter is at Drink with Rick. Let's see, we're also on YouTube. YouTube is Drink with Rick. And Twitch. Twitch is Drink with Rick 1. Drink with Rick and the number 1. Now, if you can't watch live on any of those platforms, you can go to drinkwithrick.com. That's the website. And you can watch live there. And I don't have a chat going there, but if you click on the post for the live show on that page, there will be a comment box that pops up, and you can comment. I won't see it right away, but you can comment to me, and I will respond in kind as soon as I can do that. Also, if you can't watch now, we do have the podcast that goes out Mondays. Monday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, the podcast version of this show, usually lightly edited for the listeners, but that show goes out Monday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and you can go to drinkwithrick.com and you can subscribe. We have a subscribe page there. You can subscribe through Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, your favorite Android device, Stitcher Radio, Blueberry.com, iHeartRadio, Deezer, Amazon Music, podcastindex.org, and by email. If you click on the email button, put in your email address, and you will get the latest episode of Drink with Rick as soon as it drops, and no salesman will call. Okay? My throat's growing dry. I'm ready for some wine, folks. So this is what we're drinking tonight. We're drinking, this is a French wine. This is a Bleu Blanc Thau. Bleu Blanc Thau. That's pronounced, it looks, it says Thau, but it's pronounced Thau. Yeah, this is a Côte de Thau. This is from France. And I'm going to tell you all about it in just a few moments. But before we do that, let's get into the chats. Let's check the chat to see who's joining us tonight. We have Ed, my good friend Ed is in the chat, Ed Panis. We have the two Eds that come in, Ed Anthony, Ed Panis, and they're both really fun guys, really smart guys, and really good friends. I really like them both very much. And Ed's in the chat tonight. He says the anticipation is killing me because he started before the show did, watching the countdown clock. The anticipation. On the edge of my seat, and he says, hi, Rick, and hi right back at you, Ed. It is great to see you, as always. Ed says 10. And, 9. Oh, he's counting down. Okay, I missed that in the chat. My sister Penny is in the chat. Penny, it's great to see you, too. She's been waiting, too. Everybody's doing the countdown. So Penny says, dad jokes? Yes, always dad jokes. Dad jokes are always welcome in the chat, as long as they're clean, as long as they're clean. And of course, we have given away dad joke books before, as well as other books before. Penny, stick around. You might have a chance to win a dad joke book tonight. The dad joke book we give away is the 500 plus dad jokes. I have it sitting right here, as a matter of fact, because I want to give one away tonight in honor of Mother's Day. This is funny, clean, and corny, and just plain silly jokes. So I usually give those away. Penny, you could be in the running to win one. And my wife, Chi, is in the chat. And it's great to see you, Chi. And she prepared me a really nice dish for tonight's show. And let's see, what else we have here? Nothing going on YouTube right now, but let's check Twitch. Let's check the Twitch streams. And we have folks in the Twitch stream. And it's ResXU says, hey. And Nacho X Echo ZZ is in the chat. And he says, hola, Rick, ¿cómo estás? And how are you? Well, I'm fine. How are you doing? That's about the extent of my Spanish. But I'm glad you're here. I'm really glad to see you here tonight. And your mom's sentiment, it's great to see you too. And it says, good evening again, Rick. How are you tonight? And I'm doing okay. But my throat, excuse me, folks, my throat is a little dry because we haven't had any wine yet. So that's what I'm going to open up in just a few moments. And it's ResXU says, have a good drink, Ricky Ladd. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. But I'm glad you're here. Our mods may pop into the chat here from time to time, and we'll see what's going on. I know they're all pretty busy tonight, getting, they've had a pretty interesting week. I'll tell you about that. We've had a pretty interesting week, and they're kind of resting up a little bit. But this is the wine. Once again, this is the wine that we're drinking. It's a Bleu Blanc Thau. Bleu Blanc Thau. It's Côte de Thau. It's a French wine. And let's read the back of this a little bit. I'm going to read the back of this for just a moment. This is an interesting wine. It was recommended to me by Winestore, where I frequent very often, frequently. Winestore in Blakeney, North Carolina. It is a Bleu Blanc Thau, oh boy, I can't say it. I'm getting tongue twisted. Côte de Thau from, this is from France. It's a 2020. It's 40% Picpoul, 45% Terray, and 15% Colombar. So that is, and actually it's pronounced Colombar. Not Columbo, okay? Not like Lieutenant Columbo. Colombar. And actually, if I do it with the full French accent, it's Colombar. Colombar. Colombach. I can't do it. My French is terrible, too. It's imported by Artesian Enterprises in Greensboro, North Carolina. It is a product of France. It is a white wine, and it is 12.5% alcohol by volume in this 750 milliliter bottle of wine. And this is what we're opening tonight, folks. Also, to pair it with, I have this great dish here that my wife Chi prepared for me just before the show. And we have a nice steak there. I think she said that's a porterhouse. It's a porterhouse. We had some of this for dinner. Porterhouse steak with some, looks like some roasted new potatoes. I think these are grilled, actually. Grilled new potatoes. And her wonderful, and famous around here at least, her wonderful barbecue chicken. This is an amazing chicken. Chicken wings, barbecue wings that she does. We've talked about that many times before. We also have some cheeses. We have a Belle Vitaine Merlot. That's actually Merlot on the outside of that cheese. It's supposed to be edible. It's not a wax or something. It's supposed to be edible Merlot. And then we have this blueberry Wensleydale cheese. Yes, the Wensleydale is out tonight. And of course, the Trader Joe's double cream Gouda. Boy, I'm really ready to open the wine. So without further ado, and Penny says Happy Mother's Day, Chi, and she's saying Happy Mother's Day to Chi, and she says that would be a great gift for Tom on Father's Day. His jokes always fall flat. It's funny, Penny, because Chi says the same thing about me, and usually when I do the dad jokes around the house, my kids are always, oh no, the groan and the eye rolls and the whole bit. It's what we do. We're dads. It's what we do. That's part of being a dad. You know, it's one of those unwritten rules of being a dad. You have to have the dad jokes, don't you? So, yeah, really. So let's go ahead and open this wine. And I think I have everything ready. Let me get some water here. Okay. It wasn't, my throat didn't start getting all dry until I started the show, actually. Nervousness? I don't know. 112 episodes of this? Maybe. Okay, so we have a twist tie. Haven't had it yet, folks. We have a twist top, and I'm going to twist it. And there we go. So there's no mechanical corkscrew tonight, although I do have it ready, just in case. I do have it ready. And let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, yes. Let me go close up here. We have of course, the Veneto aerator from the Veneto Wine Lover set. There we go. You can actually purchase this from $19.99 from Amazon, and there is a banner at the top of the front page or the home page on drinkwithrick.com where you can purchase one if you want to. No pressure there. And of course, to hold this white nectar, we have the Galway genuine crystal glass, genuine Irish crystal glass from Ireland, given to me by my employers at buy2wearradios.com. And it's a fabulous, they gave me a fabulous set. It's wonderful. Let's go ahead and pour a little bit of this wine. Just a little bit. So starters. We're going to let it breathe for a moment or two. And while it's doing that, let's go ahead and learn a little bit more about this wine. Now, I did find some things online about the wine. I did. Not a whole lot, but there are some things. Now, I did buy it at Winestore. It's winestore-online.com. They have some information on it. And according to their website, I'm reading this directly from their website. It says this blend of Picpoul, Tourret, and Colombard. My throat's too dry to speak French. It's so tasty. Yeah, that's my excuse. I'm just rotten at French. But we all know that. It's so tasty, so refreshingly crisp, but still weighty enough to matter, and dare we say it, a freaking value that it practically crawled into our bag and said, "Take me home," the first time we tasted it. So that's from directly, I'm just reading that directly from the site at winestore-online.com. Interesting thing about the pricing, too. I'll get to that in just a moment. Let's see. Vivino gave it 4.1 stars out of 5-star ratings, and it said that it's based on all the vintages together. The 2020 vintage, I think it's still the 4.1 rating. And it's supposed to go pretty good with pastas. And I'm really a red wine person, as you well know, but white wines are, I'll have a white wine every once in a while if it's a good white wine. So we'll find out how it pairs with these foods. This isn't really a steak wine. This probably goes better with some pastas and fish and things like that, and salads. But the poultry, we do have the chicken wings. The chicken wings there, but it is a barbecue wing, so that's really more of a red wine kind of a food, but we'll see how it goes with the white. Okay, now, where was I? I'm checking the chats one more time, see what's going on in the chat, and Penny says 112 is impressive, thank you. And she says, cool aerator. Yeah, we should get you one of those. We should send you and Tom one of these aerators. They're really cool. I've been using this aerator for 2 years, almost over 2 years actually, 2 years on the wine stream, and it has served me very well indeed. Let's see what we have going on Twitch. We have Soy Bueno Gracias, and that's from Nano X Echo ZZ, and he says Bebe Toda es bot, and I think the chat pause here. There we go. Oh, Bebe Toda la Botella. Is it Botella or Botella? I think it's... Once again, my Spanish is horrible. I apologize, really. But you can laugh at me. It's fine. Laugh at me, laugh with me. Just laugh and have a good time. That's the whole point of this. Okay, so let's go ahead and get back to the wine here just a moment. Now, I was on their site for the Côte de Thau. This is an area in France that where they have terraces, where the grapes are kind of where the vineyards kind of on terraces like that, and it's a series of them that go up that form kind of an arch up there, and it's near the shores of Lake Thau, and this is basically it's near a volcano, and I think the volcano of Agde and Mont Seclair. So there, the thing is about volcanic ash, there's kind of some of those soils like that, in some cases, are pretty good for growing certain types of grapes, wine grapes, and add to that. Some people like to, some vineyards grow their grapes in kind of a rocky soil, things like that serve that grape well. It depends on the grape. But some grapes do well in that sort of soil and that sort of a climate up there, up in the more mountainous regions, in hilly regions, things like that. Yeah, I am. I've got to drink some wine. Let's go ahead and drink the wine, okay? Oh, I almost forgot the price, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, the price of this bottle of wine, I've been seeing it around on the internet for around $10 a bottle. That's what I've seen for. I haven't seen too many places where they're selling it, but $10 a bottle is about what I've seen the average. Winestore has it advertised for $9.99, which is about right. I'll tell you what I paid for it. I paid, because I have the receipt right here, they had it on special at the time. And as a matter of fact, I was calling about something else. This wasn't really on my list of wines for the show, but while I was on the phone placing my order, because I can go pick it up, we can go pick it up. Just pull up the car and they load the wine in. It's very convenient. So while I was on the phone, they said, "Well, would you like to try this and review it on your show?" And I'm thinking, well, it might be interesting. So they had it on special on sale that week for $7.99, $2 off the regular price. So this should be an interesting wine to try. Okay, so without any further ado, let's give this wine a little bit of a whiff. And it's not real strong, the fragrance, but it's there, and smells kind of citrusy. And I'm smelling apple here. That's the first thing that came to my mind was apple, and then right after that came the citrus notes. I don't know what kind of citrus yet, but I'm kind of smells like a lemon lime type of flavor. But I definitely smell the apple in here. Let's give it a taste. Wow. Okay. Pleasant taste. First taste. It is citrusy, and it does have a lemon lime taste to it. But and I was smelling the apple in there, but I'm not really tasting the apple so much as I am tasting a lemon lime flavor. And it's I'm tasting something else. I think maybe a little lychee in there. She would like this. She likes lychee, and I know lychee because she would bring home this. She likes to lychee, and she brings home lychee fruit, and I think it's been in a couple of the desserts that she's purchased before, and interesting taste. Not something I have a lot, but every once in a while it's kind of interesting. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of a light tasting wine. I would say I think some places have had it medium. I think it's kind of light bodied, and I think it's also kind of light tasting. It is very dry. It's a very dry wine. This is not a sweet white wine. It is rather dry, but I like dry, and I prefer dry. I am not a fan of sweet white wines or sweet reds too much. So this is a wine I can drink. This, I think, is a wine I can drink. there's really no tannin in it to speak of. Not that I'm really picking up. This is a very dry wine, but it is on the lighter side. This, I think, is an easy wine to drink. hmm Yeah, I think so. It's actually a pleasant wine. This is the kind of wine that you could kind of sit back on the back porch on a summer night and sip. I think that it's a good sipping wine. You know, Penny, I think that Tom would like this wine. Tom would like this wine. And Tim, oh, my good friend Tim's in the chat. Tim, stick around, by the way, Tim, because I've got a toast for you, too. Tim Bartlett is in the chat, and he says, watching with my family tonight. Kate says hi. Well, hi right back at you, Kate. You know, I've talked about Kate, and, you know, I also toasted Sarah also last week and congratulated her, and that was for her boutique on wheels and winning a prize from, she actually won first for a business. I don't want to say contest, so to speak, but it was a contest. She lost my train of thought there for just a moment. But yeah, I think that, and that's coming on. How's that coming along, by the way, Tim? I think you guys are just about done with the bus, right? They took a school bus and renovated this school bus for her boutique on wheels, and it's kind of cool. It's really cool, and I think that's a really good business decision on her part. Anyway, you know, I'm going to be doing some toasting on that later. So let me get back to the wine for just a moment, and we'll get back to that. But I'm glad you're here, Tim. I'm glad your whole family's here. I hope you're all doing very, very well. Penny says dry is best, and Penny says, for Pete's sake, will you drink the wine? Well, I am now. And let's see what we have going on Twitch. You know, I'm following 4 chats here, so be patient with me just a little bit as I go back and forth because they're all on different screens. Okay, it's Rez Zeus says, what are you rating the wine, Rick? And I think that so far I like it. It's very, very light. I like it so far. And you also say, it's Rez who says, my birthday is tomorrow. Wow, your birthday's tomorrow. Okay, well, let me make a note of that, and we will toast your birthday when we get to the birthday toast. How about that? Okay, Feliz Cumpleaños. Toast. I love to toast. So, we'll pour a little bit more wine here. Let's go ahead and pair it with the foods. Am I forgetting anyone? I hope I don't want to forget anyone. Let's see. Okay. This is what we're pairing it with tonight. Let me get camera 3 up here. And I showed this to you at the very beginning of the show, and it's getting cold, so I guess I better start doing it now. I'm going to start tasting it now. Now, the first thing we're going to taste is this porterhouse steak. We had this for dinner tonight. I think Tommy's dog, Cosmo, had the bone. We're going to taste this tonight. Let's see. We're going to taste it now. Okay, very good steak, by the way. I got pictures of this steak. I actually have a picture of the steak just to share with you on the stream tonight. Let's see. Very good. Actually, it's not bad. If you prefer a white wine with the steak, it's not bad. It would not be my first choice to pair with a steak. I would prefer to pair the steak with maybe, I don't know, a Tempranillo, maybe, or a Pinot, or I don't know, maybe a Pinotage, something like that. That might go good with the steak. Anything, sure, a Cab, Merlot. A lot of things go well with these steaks, but I don't know. I'm not really sure about this wine, but it's okay. I mean, if the white is what you prefer, I think it would be all right with the steak. Not too bad. Let me go ahead and clear the palate for a moment. And we'll try it. We'll try it with the chicken. Now, this is the chicken here. This is a barbecue chicken. Whoop, that's the wrong camera. There we go. I don't have I'm still getting used to the buttons on these things. Yeah, 112 episodes, I'm still getting used to the buttons. Don't ask. All right, so this is the chicken. This is a really, really nice, delectable barbecue chicken. Everyone in the neighborhood flocks around. Whenever we have some sort of event, like Memorial Day or July 4th or something, the neighbors say, hey, gee, make some of your barbecued chicken wings. And they're awesome. These things are awesome. They are awesome. Wow. Well, I could eat. Here's a problem, though, with these. I could easily put away, I don't know, 15, 18 of these wings. I'm serious. Some people, they can only eat 2 or 3 chicken wings and they're done. I can easily pack these things away just because they're that good. I mean it. Okay, actually, it does not too bad with the barbecue chicken. Now, I think it's what she marinates it in when she barbecues it. This is not bad to go with the chicken, really. I'm not going to knock this with the chicken. This is okay. This is pretty decent. Let me clear the palate one more time. And let's try it with cheeses. Now, I have these 3 cheeses here. These are very interesting cheeses. This first one, I don't know how this is going to mix with this. This first one is a Belle Vitaine Merlot. And the thing is about this, if you look up close, I can't zoom up with this camera at the moment, but if you look on the top there, when the cheese is in, the cheese is in like a little block, but if you look at the block of cheese, it looks like it's sort of reminiscent of some of the Goudas and things where, you got the wax around the cheese. And this is not wax. This is actually a Merlot base, I guess, that is on the outside of the cheese. So this looks pretty interesting. I'm going to go ahead and try this one. I've never tried this cheese before, by the way. Very, very interesting. Very good. Now, some of the white cheeses go pretty well with the white wines. We'll see. Okay, a little on the citrusy side. Now, I don't know that I prefer a lot of citrusy wines with the cheeses per se. That's a personal preference on my palate. Some people do like that. I'm not one that's really crazy about it, but this actually goes pretty decently with this cheese. I'm surprised. To be honest, I wasn't really expecting much out of that, but it's actually better than I expected it to be. Clear the palate one more time. Let's go back to camera 3, and let's try this cheese. Now this might be really good with a red that has blueberry notes in it. This is not really a berry wine per se. This is really more of a citrusy wine, so it's I don't know. Let's give it a try. We'll give it a taste, and very blueberry. This is a Wensleydale. Now, some people, it's very soft white cheese. I can't say I'm really enjoying that mix too much. Now, Wensleydale, I not often have had a Wensleydale. Blueberry Wensleydale, very, very different. Very blueberry. You can taste the blueberry in there, very strong. Wensleydale is a kind of a soft cheese, and I don't know that this is the best pairing with a Wensleydale. Now, some people don't like Wensleydale at all. Some don't like it very much. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I could eat a little bit of it, not a whole lot, because it is a little bit, I don't know, it's kind of a rich, soft cheese for me. But I don't know that this is the best pairing. I don't know about the Wensleydale. I would say not really with the white. Maybe with a red. Maybe the, I'll have to think about that one. All right, clearing the palate one more time. And this time we're going to try it with, of course, the Trader Joe's Double Cream Gouda, which has never lost a pairing ever since we've been doing this show. So we're going to go ahead and try it now. I do have to pour a little more wine for that. And the Double Cream Gouda is good as always. All right, not bad with the Gouda. Okay, that's okay. I can, yeah, that's a decent pairing with the Gouda. As always, the Trader Joe's Double Cream Gouda wins again on that pairing. Not a bad pairing at all. Not really at all. And once again, this is what we're drinking. It's pronounced Bleu Blanc Thau, and it is a Côte de Thau from France. So, let's go back to the chats for just a minute. I got to catch up on the chats. Let's see. The Tim says the bus is 50% done. 50% done. Now, I think you had a target of June, right? Sometime in June. Do you have actually a target date, or is you're just kind of doing it day by day? But the bus. I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm looking forward to seeing a video of the finished, with the boutique, everything in there, and 360 kind of thing. That'd be kind of cool. Putting pressure on you, Tim. But it makes a good marketing tool too. Video. That's pretty cool for marketing. But I think that what you're doing is really, really cool. Ed's in the chat. Okay, my other friend Ed's in the chat. Like I said, we have the two Eds in the chat, and Anthony's in the chat, and Ed is here for a moment or two. Well, Ed, I hope it's a good moment. I hope you're having a good moment with us, and please stick around for a few if you can. I know if you're busy, it's okay. There are more important things in this world than sitting around watching me drink wine, right? But you're not really watching me drink wine. You're here with me, and we're drinking wine together, or whatever it is you want to drink. That's fine. But we're just here together, okay? Anyway, stay as long as you can, Ed. You're always welcome, my friend. Always welcome. And it's good to see you here. Let's see what else we have going on. I got quiet on. We have people watching on YouTube. Not always talking, but watching. And it's how do you pronounce that? It's Rezu. It's Rezu, right? It's Rezu. What's your all-time favorite wine, Rick? Oh wow, my all-time favorite wine is. I have a few. And it kind of depends on the mood I'm in, too. But I have some all-time favorites. It used to be that I was really a Merlot person. Okay, you can just say Rez. Okay, Rez, thanks. I'll do that. I'll help. I used to be really a Merlot person, although, for dry reds, that was kind of my go-to wine. And from time to time, the Cabs, the Cabernet Sauvignons. But I also love Chiantis. I love good Chianti, and that goes way back to when I was a kid, and my dad used to serve Chianti all the time. He was a big Chianti drinker. He was a big drinker all the way around, but we're not going there. I liked the Pinot. I've always enjoyed a good Pinot Noir, which I've had many of them on the show in the past. But I also like Tempranillos, and it wasn't until I started the show doing Drink with Rick that I really tried a few other different wines that I'd never really tried before. One in particular was a Pinotage, and that is a grape that's from South Africa. It's a South African grape, and that's native to them. That's their very own grape, and it's basically a combination of a Pinot and a Meritage, and it was kind of a fusion of the two. But anyway, the wines are just fabulous. They took them a long time. They spent some years sort of perfecting the winemaking process for that grape, and they put out some fabulous wines. And I highly recommend those. And since I tried the first one, I really got hooked on it, and I started buying them whenever I could find them. You can't find them just everywhere. You can find them some places, but not everybody has Pinotage wines out and about. So that's kind of I just really developed a taste for it, and that's become one of my favorite wines in the last couple of years. I really enjoy a good Pinotage. So let me get back to the chat. Oh, your mom's sentiment says, how far through are you in the 1000 Wines book? I have just started. Well, I've gotten I've gotten through a few of them. I've skimmed a lot of the book, but I've gotten through reading a few of them. But I haven't had a chance to buy any of them because some of those wines in there are a little bit pricey too, and I can't necessarily afford to buy all those wines. But I'm looking up some of the wines to see the ones I can afford to buy and drink, and maybe we'll showcase a couple on the show here one of these days soon. That book was given to me by my good friend Ed Anthony. He sent me that wine book, very, very thick book. I don't have it in here at the moment. It's next to the bedside table, because I read that at night sometimes, in bed. So I'm planning to go through the book. It's a thick book, so it's going to take a long time. It's a very thick book, but a lot of great information on the wines and the grapes that go into them and things like that. Really cool book. Highly recommend it so far. Very, very nice. Ed says, not a long moment tonight. Good night. Well, Ed, thank you for being here. I really, really appreciate you being here. And by the way, happy Mother's Day. Ed's mom passed away about a year or so ago, and here's to Mother's Day, Ed. We'll always have our mothers. Even if we don't have them right next to us, we'll always have our mothers. And that's for your mom as well. Good night, Ed, and have a great and a safe evening and a great and a safe week. So where were we? Okay. Going back to the chat here for a minute. Nano Execo says, salud, Ed. To Ed. And all right, so I looked at, there's some crackers here on this platter too, but I think I'm going to have those a little bit later. In the meantime, let's pour some more wine. Let's pour some more of this wine. And let's get to toasting the birthdays and the anniversaries and stuff like that, because I think it's past time to start doing that. So let's get to that. Fill the wine glass. Let's cue the fireworks. All right. Fireworks cued. And we've got some birthdays. Now, the first birthday I want to toast is for my friend Mark. Mark, who I have not seen in years, but we're still connected on Facebook. I haven't talked to him for a while, but I hope you're doing all right, Mark, if you're watching or listening later. And Mark, your birthday is tomorrow, May 9th. Here's to Mark, my good friend Mark Irvin. I worked with him at WOFL for many years. So Mark and I go back to WFL. Tim, you remember Mark. You remember Mark Irvin. Here's to Mark. Happy birthday. My friend Mark Irvin. Okay, so the next birthday I want to toast is for my good friend Michelle. My good friend Michelle. Michelle, your birthday is also tomorrow, the 9th. Actually, it's almost today. It'll be tomorrow in another hour or so, right? Another hour and 13 minutes, 12 minutes. Time's passing so quickly, isn't it? Michelle, here's to you. Michelle and I go back. Michelle and I went to church together when we were kids. I know Michelle when we were kids, kind of grew up in church together. And Michelle and her family were friends of ours way back when, and still are today. And Michelle, here's to you. Happy birthday. To Michelle Renee Colbreth. Happy birthday to you, Michelle. And I hope you have many, 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 many more. I have one more birthday to toast. Fill the glass again. This is for my niece. I have a lot of nieces. I have a couple of nephews, but mostly nieces. A lot of nieces. This is for one of my nieces. She is the daughter of my brother Paul. And this is for Savannah. And Savannah just got married. Now we toasted them when they got married, first in their marriage, and we were invited to the wedding. We couldn't make the wedding, but I watched a lot of the wedding photos and things like that. Looked at all the wedding photos. It looked like a beautiful, beautiful wedding. Anyway, to Savannah, and I want to say happy birthday. Your birthday is on Monday the 10th So here's to my niece Savannah Gibson. Used to be Savannah Savoya, now she's Savannah Gibson. Happy, happy birthday. To Savannah, my niece. And may you have many, 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 many more. All right, I know I'm going kind of quick with the birthdays because I have. I'm trying to keep it short and sweet for everybody because I'm trying not to make this a 2-hour show as I have been doing lately. But once again, we're drinking this. I forgot to show this to you. Bleu Blanc Thau. That's what that is. Okay, where was I? Okay, I got something that I was going to show you here. I was going to show this to you real quick. The food. Where is it? I've got to find it here. Okay. The food. This is what we had tonight. That was the steak and that was the chicken that my wife, she was grilling tonight. Real good stuff. I liked it. It smelled so good. I had to go down there and take pictures of it because I wanted to share it with you. I just wanted to share it with everybody. It was just pretty awesome. And I have another shot of it here with my lovely wife. She preparing the chicken went really well with the wine here. I'm impressed. I really wasn't expecting to go that well with the wine, but it went really well with the wine. So I have I have the national days to toast, right? Okay, so let's toast to the national days. For the national days, let me pull up my nationaldaycalendar.com. You know what? I almost forgot one more thing. I almost forgot one more toast that I want to do. I want to toast Sarah. Oh, bear with me for just a second, folks. I got a little glitch going on here, and I want to make sure that got taken care of. Oh, it's always something, isn't it? Always something on a show. Bear with me. It's not really a showstopper per se, but it's annoying when it happens. Hold on just a moment. Nothing serious. I just gotta get through that. All right. Come on, back here. Facebook, you're so much fun sometimes. You're just so much fun that Ay. Okay. Let's go. Facebook. I was not prepared for this. Okay. Anyway, so I think I'm going to have to give up on that part. So let me get back to the show. The show must go on, right? The show must go on. All right. So I want to give one more toast, a shout out to Sarah Bartlett. She graduated from her school, from college. Here's to Sarah. Now, Sarah, I mentioned to her Couture. This is the business that she has here. It's only 12% alcohol by volume, folks. It really is. Anyway, so she won. I told you a couple weeks ago that she won the prize for her business ideas, her business concepts, and from the school. And she just graduated from her college. And I want to say congratulations to Sarah. Congratulations to Sarah Bartlett. Boy, and here he is. Tim's whole family's watching this, and I got glitches going on tonight. That's awesome. That's awful, right? Apologize for that, folks. Yeah, stuff happens. When you're live, and when stuff happens, you just sort of have to deal with it on the fly. You know, Tim has a whole production company, and he has folks with him that he can take care of this live stuff. He has a whole, I know he has staff there that can, when they're doing a production or something, they can all work on it and do all the various things. And, you know, one job for this person, one job for that person, they can manage all that. Me, it's a one-man band on this thing, and I've kind of made it an elaborate deal. It's not like a simple stream kind of thing. I've got a multi-stream going here. We're streaming this out to 4 different places. I got 4 different chats going on in the stream, a lot of things happening, and I've got my own switcher going on here, and a lot of things happening, 3 cameras and a whole bit. And when stuff happens, when something goes down, it's like, whoa, I don't have anyone I can say, hey, I can take care of that off camera for me. I've got to deal with it right then and there. So that's the thing about doing it live, right? Ed says, death doesn't end a relationship with moms. That is 100% true, Ed, 100% true. Let's go back to, where was I? Well, I was not prepared for some of these things tonight. I really wasn't. It's still dealing with some of this, and I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to fix that. Some of that stuff. Anyway, how's everybody doing tonight? Can everybody still see me okay? Everybody still see me on I hope so. Okay. So anyway, where was I? Okay, I was toasting Sarah, and Sarah got her to. I apologize for that. You know what? I've got to do I wasn't fair to Sarah. Let me do it again. I really got distracted with this. Okay, so Sarah got her degree in economics and social entrepreneurship. That's what she got her degree in. And I want to give Sarah another toast because I botched up the first one because I was distracted. So to Sarah, I want to say, once again, congratulations to you, Sarah Bartlett. And here's to you. And may you have much success in your life with your business and in all of your entrepreneurial pursuits. Here's to you, Sarah. Congratulations. Okay, no more glitches tonight, folks, please. No more glitches. Chi says Facebook is okay here. That's good. I don't know what it is with Facebook. I'm not going to harp on it tonight because I don't have time to harp on it tonight, but you've heard me talk about that many times before. Okay, Tom Antio's in the chat. Good to see you, Tom Antio. He says, how's the wine tonight? So far, so good. So far, so good. It's actually pretty good, decent wine. Thank you very much. And I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. I don't know what's going on with some of this stuff here tonight. Okay. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. I'm going to fix it in the mix. Right. Okay, let's get to the national days. National days. May 8th. Today's May 8th for about another hour and 6 minutes. Let me tank up here. Get ready to do some toasting. Everybody ready to toast with me? We're going to toast the national days now. May 8th is National Coconut Cream Pie Day. I am not a fan of coconut. I know some people love coconut. My wife loves coconut. I think my daughter Tia likes coconut. I am not a fan of coconut. Let me get rid of this thing here. There we go. All right, coconut cream pie. I'm not a fan of coconut cream pie. No fireworks for that. But some people love it. I know that it happens to be Gilligan's favorite pie because I've watched all of the episodes of Gilligan's Island, all the reruns of Gilligan's Island, coming home after school when I should have been doing my homework, and instead I turn on the TV and watch Gilligan's Island and what else was I watching? Star Trek and all those kind of fun shows back then. And Gilligan, that was his favorite pie. I remember that. They'd make him his favorite coconut cream pie. And if it wasn't coconut cream pie, it was banana cream, but I think it was coconut cream pie that I usually ate. Coconut cream pie. Never could get into that. It's also National Have a Coke Day. It's also National Have a Coke Day. Have a Coke. I'll be honest. I cut out the soft drinks sometime back, so I'm not really. I don't really recommend the Cokes and the Pepsis and the Sprites and all those things. Although I do like a good root beer every once in a while. But I used to love the cheer wine I still like Cheerwine, even though I can't drink it. And my wife, it makes her shudder every time she's seen me drink it because Tommy and I both like Cheerwine actually, because it has red 40 in it, which is notorious for causing cancer, I guess. I don't know how so many foods, they know that red 40 causes cancer. The studies suggest that it causes cancer, but they still put it in all these foods. I really don't get that. If they know that it does this, or they're really highly suspected, why they put it in all these foods anyway, instead of, because there's so many other foods that they get just an inkling of, oh wow, this can cause this to happen, this can cause cancer, this can cause some other issue, and then they completely ban it from the foods. But red 40 they haven't banned, as far as I know, because every time we get foods that we didn't even know that had red 40 in it, and we read it, oh, red 40's in this thing. Oh, guess we can't eat that anymore. National Have a Coke Day. I wonder if there's any red 40 in that. Anyway, National Have a Coke Day. The only time I have anything with Coke in it is if there's rum in it as well. Have a Coke Day. It's also National Student Nurse Day. We need more nurses. We really do. And I salute all the nurses out there. My wife is a nurse, of course, and many of our friends are nurses. Student Nurse Day. National Student Nurse Day. I will drink to that. National Birth Mother's Day. The Saturday before Mother's Day is National Birth Mother's Day. A special day for those who are birth mothers, and I'll drink to that. Let's see. Today's also National Babysitter's Day. That's the Saturday before Mother's Day. National Babysitter's Day. Very good. National Dog Moms Day. Second Saturday in May is also National Dog Moms Day. So if you're a dog mom or know someone who is a dog mom, and I do, my wife is a dog mom. She didn't want to admit it at first, but it's funny story. Yeah, I know. Here's where my stories come in. Okay, when we first got Cosmo, it was a gift to my son Tommy. When we first got Cosmo, and we would have other people over who were dog people, and we'd bring Cosmo over to them sometimes and that sort of thing. And we've known people. My wife would kind of balk because we know people who would actually cook a meal for their dog, and my wife would kind of make some fun. She'd poke fun at that, and she'd say, "Oh, that's nutty. I mean, that's a little over the top. It's a dog. You don't cook for the dog. You give him dog food." And the irony here is that over the years, my wife has gone to cooking up. She's got some bacon there. She's going to cook some bacon for the dog. Oh, there's a little steak here, burger here, bacon burger. We put burgers on the grill. We got a fifth burger on the grill. The fifth one is for the dog. My wife has become a full-fledged dog mom, and it is nothing. It's absolutely nothing to be ashamed about. Nothing. We think that that's pretty awesome, actually. She can be pretty tough with Cosmo sometimes, but that she loves him just as more than I think all the rest of us do. I think she's really, really attached to Cosmo. Sometimes she won't admit it, but she's really, really attached to him. So she is a dog mom, 100%, and we are glad of it. It's something else that endears us to her. Here's to National Dog Moms Day. It's also National Train Day today, the Saturday closest to May 10th. I'm not sure what that means, but Saturday closest to May 10th, I guess that's what it means, National Train Day. So, when my son and my daughter were very little, they were both into Thomas the Tank Engine and trains, and we'd take them to all the Thomas events that were around that we could take them to, and we'd go see some trains. We took a train trip. As a matter of fact, we did the the auto train, where you put your car on the train. We drove up to see, I think it was to see my brother and my sister-in-law, And then on the way back, we had booked the auto train. That all we do is we pretty much load the van on the train because we drove in a van, and we just ride home the rest of the way. It was very cool. 24-hour trip. It was a lot of fun. We had a great time on that trip. The kids ate it up. It was just awesome all the way around. National Archery Day is also the second Saturday in May. National Archery Day. And today is National Miniature Golf Day. Second Saturday in May is also National Miniature Golf Day. I'll drink to that. I love to play miniature golf. I like golf too, but it's been so long since I think I moved my clubs out to the garage not too long ago to make some more room in the studio for studio stuff. But my golf club's been collecting dust for quite a while. But miniature golf, we like to go out and play miniature golf. I think the last time we did it was, I think, on Tia's birthday. I think we went out there and invited a bunch of her friends over, and we all went out and did miniature golf. Miniature golf. Here are my thoughts on National Miniature Golf Day. Yes, National Miniature Golf Day. Those are my thoughts on National Miniature Golf Day. I hit the wrong. You want to see that again? Let's see that again. Okay, replay. I know that I get lucky every once in a while. I get lucky every once in a while. That was skill. I wouldn't call it skill. I thought that was really more pure luck. Just chance. All right. It's also it's Cornella de Lange Syndrome Awareness Day, second Saturday in May, and it's also Stamp Out Hunger Food Drive Day, second Saturday in May. Please give to local food bank. Please do that. Stamp Out Hunger Food Drive. When they do the food drives locally, I didn't see them doing anything locally in our area, but we did recently donate some food, some canned goods, and quite a few of them. I think one of the local food banks, and it's something that's in the back of our minds. We're sitting at home, we're eating, and I'm having a nice little steak and chicken tonight. But there are people that go hungry. There are people in the world that are starving. So if you can, give what you can to stamp out hunger. Really, seriously, give to local food bank and volunteer for certain. One of the things I really like is when you hear the stories like on Thanksgiving Day, and they donate all these turkeys, or they put together all these nice turkey dinners for the homeless and indigent and all that around town. They do that in Charlotte. It's kind of a tradition in the Charlotte area, and I think that's pretty awesome. It's just that you can't just remember people on Thanksgiving. It's great to remember them on Thanksgiving. It's good. It's good to do that. It's good to contribute on Thanksgiving, but that's not the only day of the year. People have to eat all year round. What happens to these people the rest of the year? Please give. That's my PSA for the night, by the way. But no, seriously. I mean, do what you can to help those who are feeding the hungry. Really. Tomorrow, May 9th, is Lost Sock Memorial Day. I've got a few of those. We have some lost socks. As a memorial to lost socks everywhere. I'll drink to that. Oh boy, it's also National Moscato Day. Got to open up the Moscato. I did not have a Moscato night. I probably should have had a Moscato night, but I don't, and it's a little bit not really. I'm not crazy about Moscato, but I can drink it. National Moscato Day, National Butterscotch Brownie Day. I love butterscotch. Butterscotch brownies. I'm not crazy about brownies in particular, but butterscotch brownies, I could eat that. I love butterscotch on things like ice cream and things like that. I love butterscotch. Show my age. I understand a lot of elderly like butterscotch, apparently. I saw a meme or something about that the other day. But so maybe I'm just showing my age. I don't know. It's also National Sleepover Day tomorrow, May 9th. National Sleepover Day. Ever had a sleepover? I think most everybody has done a sleepover at one point in time or another. Those are always fun, especially with a lot of friends. The more the merrier. It's National Sleepover Day. Okay, now we come to the big one. May 9th tomorrow is, you get it ready? We're going to toast We're going to toast this. This is Mother's Day. Second Sunday in May is Mother's Day. And I want to make a special toast to mothers everywhere. You know, my mother, I lost my mother about 40 years ago now. And I lost her from cancer. She had breast cancer. And we lost our mother way back then. I want to show you a picture of my mom real quick because it is Mother's Day. I want to show you a couple of pictures of my mom. This was my mom when she was well, after she had 6 kids. Really, really sweet lady, very smart. She had a degree in I think it was in psychology. She had a degree, and she was very much a devoted mom. I've told you a few stories about my mom before in the past. Very, very devoted mother, and very, very sweet person, and just very outgoing to everyone. She was outgoing with everyone. She just was always there. When we were talking about feeding the homeless, she was always there doing things like that for people, whether it was just driving them around or helping them out, people who needed assistance. She was always there to help everybody around. She was very active in our church. She's just a very, very cool person. This is my mom when she was younger. She was, I think she was 15 or 16, I think. This is when she was very, very young. And that was my mom, Carol Lee Jones Savoya. This is also a picture of my mom. I've shown this one before. This is all of us sitting around the table. That's from left to right is my sister Gina and my brother Michael in the high chair, and then myself. We are holding glasses of wine. I think this was Thanksgiving, and I believe that was a Chianti. I think that was a Chianti. But we would, on special occasions like that, my dad would open up the wine, and we would all get some wine to drink with our meal. And this was the toast. And I think my dad took this picture. I believe so, yes. And then that was my mom in the background. My mom with her hand covering her mouth, trying not to laugh. That's her in the background. That was my mom. Really, really sweet and lovely lady. Carol Lee Jones Savoya. We lost her way, way too early. Anyway, to my mom and to mothers everywhere, I want to give a special. Everybody ready with the toast? We're going to toast our moms. Tim, if your whole family's there, let's toast all the moms in the family. And I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all moms everywhere. Benny, my sister-in-law Benny, you're a mom. My niece, my niece Jenny, she's a mom. Twice over. She has two beautiful kids. And of course my wife is a mom. We're going to be celebrating Mother's Day tomorrow. Shh, don't tell her. Anyway, here's to Mother's Day, to mothers everywhere. You know, being a mother is a very, very tough job. I think it's I would say without a doubt that being a mother is the hardest job in the world. It is. It's the most challenging. It can be the most rewarding. It can be the most rewarding jobs in the world, if not the most rewarding job. I mean, you're raising your kids. You're raising the future, and you're instilling your morals, your ethics into your kids, and trying to raise them right. My mom raised me right. I like to think she did. I hope she did. And really, dads have a big influence on kids too. Don't get me wrong. Dads have a great influence on kids. There's no doubt about that. Kids really do need both their parents, but the moms, there's something about moms that they're really the go-to for the kids, and it's from way before birth, from conception. Your mom's taking care of you. She's carrying you around for 9 months. She's taking care of you right from the start, from the get-go. She's taking care of you, and it doesn't stop. From the moment you are born, she's taking care of you, and even when you are grown up and you are on your own and doing your own thing, and you get married and have kids of your own, she's off to the side. She's still looking after you. She's still taking care of you, right? She's off to the side. Moms are very, very special. And it is, in my opinion, and I think most people would agree with me, that being a mother is the hardest job in the world. But it can be the most rewarding job in the world. And it's one that I think in a lot of ways is thankless. Don't you? I think it's... Now, I know this was it was a Hallmark invention. Mother's Day was a Hallmark invention to sell more cards. But it took off not so much because of the whole card thing, but because of the thought behind it. There is something really genuine about this. I think that really, I think it earns. I think that mothers have earned, more than earned, a day. They have. And I want to say to all moms in the world, to my own mom, to my grandmother who's a mom, to my wife who is a mom, a very, very, very devoted mom, and wife. She looks after all of us. And a dog mom to boot. She looks after Cosmo. She does. I want to say happy Mother's Day to you. Have a happy, happy Mother's Day. Here's to you. You know what? Let's toast again. To mothers. To mothers everywhere. Happy Mother's Day. Okay. I think that's got it for the national days, right? If everybody's still with me and nobody's dropped off yet or left. Let's see. So let me get back to the chat for just a moment. And Nano says, mis condolences. Mis condolencias. I'm sorry. My terrible Spanish. Mis condolencias. Thank you, Nano. I appreciate that. And your mom sentiment, my condolences, Rick. It's Rez. And Rez says she sounded like a great person. She was indeed a great person. She loved everybody. She just loved everybody, and she loved to make friends. Let me tell you something about my mom. My mom, when she passed away. Now I've been to a lot of funerals in my lifetime, more than I would want. I don't want to go to any funerals, but I've been to more than funerals than I would care to go to, because I don't want to go to any funerals because I don't want there to be any funerals. I mean, in the sense that I don't want anybody to die. That's what I mean. I mean, I do want to pay respects to those who pass away, but I don't want anyone to pass away. It's. I think you know what I mean, right? It's only 12%. 12.5% alcohol by volume, and I think I'm going to finish this bottle tonight if I keep on with this. Okay, you know what I mean, right? If you have your choice between a wedding and a funeral, which one would you rather go to? Okay, hands down the wedding, right? Hands down the wedding. But I've had to attend more funerals than I wish we had to attend because of the circumstances. So a lot of those funerals, I've been to funerals where there were just a few people there. I've been to funerals where, and that's kind of sad on its own, with just a few people and to remember that person by. I've been to funerals where there were quite a few people there. A lot of people who've had a lot of friends, a lot of relatives, a lot of family, and people that just love them. But one thing that struck me about the funeral that I went to for my mom, because she touched so many lives, there were so many people that loved her. I remember being at this funeral and looking around. Now, I was one of the pallbearers there, so kind of sat close to the front. But, I was family, of course, and the eldest son. But I was one of the pallbearers. During the funeral, I was looking around during the service in the church. I was looking around, and I remember being awestruck at just how many people were there. And I was thinking, I didn't even realize that my mom knew that many people. I had no idea that she even knew them. I mean, we have a fairly large family, but even with the relatives and even with some of the, our circle of friends, some people from church and that sort of thing, I didn't think it would have filled the room, but it was just amazing just how many people were there. It was, I was floored. And then I realized my mom touched so many more lives than I had any knowledge of. And for years, and even today, when I get on, I get in touch with somebody on Facebook who I hadn't seen since I was a kid, and that person says, "Oh, Rick, I remember your mom. She was the greatest. She was the most wonderful. She did this for me. She did that for us, and she helped this, and she helped that, and she was just an awesome person." And some people that I barely remember, I would get people walking up to me and say, "Oh, man, your mom." They might not remember anything else about our family except my mom. They would just say, "Oh, I remember your mom so clearly, and she was just the most awesome person." And it started making me, I started to slowly realize over the years just how many lives she touched. And she was more than just a mom to us. She was she was a mom and a friend to a lot of people. And that just gave me, over the years, it just gave me that much more respect for her. I had, and it made me a little sadder because I kind of wish that, she left us way too early, and I kind of wish that I had time to spend more time with her and learn more about her than I knew. And I think what I'm trying to say here is that when it comes to moms, I'm just using my own mom as an example. When it comes to moms, really get in touch and get to know your mom. If you're someone who has not really kept in touch with your mom, and there are a few people that haven't, get to know them and get to know them while they're still there. Appreciate your mom while they're still with you, because you know what? One day, and you never know when it might not happen, she might not be with you anymore, and you're going to regret it the rest of your life. I promise you, you will regret it the rest of your life. So whether you're on the best of terms or not on the best of terms, reconnect and really spend some time with your mom and get to know your mom again, because she is important to you. I mean, hey, she's part of the reason why you're even here. If it wasn't for your mom and your dad too, but if it wasn't for your mom, you wouldn't even be here. So I'm going to give one more toast to Mother's Day. Here's to Mother's Day. All right. So I know I went along with that. I do appreciate moms. Okay, so what do we have here? That's got it to the national days. I did that, my tribute to Mother's Day, didn't I? Yeah, I think I did. Okay, I want to tell you about one more thing. A couple more things. One, you can have a chance to win a free bottle of wine if you go to, what is that thing called? 12.5% alcohol by volumes, folks. It is How to Pick a Wine. I'm going to pull up this. I'm going to pick a, I'm going to get this website back up here. How to Pick a Wine. There we go. If you go to howtopickawine.com, this is, there's also a Facebook page, by the way, howtopickawine.com. This is the site by Frank Romine. And Frank has, for the whole year, every month, he's been giving away a bottle of wine. And someone won it last month, the one for April that I was promoting here. Now, he's not paying me to, he did make a donation at some point, but he's not paying me to promote this. But I want to promote this because it is wine related and it's free. It's an opportunity to win a free bottle of wine. Who wants to pass that up? Come on, I've got to pass that along to you. So for the month of May, he's doing it again, as I understand it. And if you go to howtopickawine.com, you can get a chance to win a free bottle of wine in the month of May, after the month of May. I don't see the actual post right up here, right offhand, but I know that he has it on his Facebook page. I saw it, and I saw him send an email out to everybody. So I think there are 4 ways to do this. You can go up to his site for details on how to do that. Don't want to go into a big thing about it now, but you can. And I don't know what wine he's giving away, to be honest, but he is giving everybody an opportunity to win a free bottle of wine. So go to howtopickawine.com or the Facebook page, How to Pick a Wine, and check it out. So I may have more details next week as I get more information on it myself. There's one more thing I want to mention to you. Of course, this May, a lot of storms coming up. We've had some storms this past week. June 1st is the start of hurricane season. National Hurricane Preparedness Week is coming up. Please be prepared. Please be ready. Get yourself a weather radio. We had some storms the last week or so. Last couple of days during this week, we had some alerts come through. Our weather radio. We have plenty of weather radios. This is one of our weather radios. This is a really cool one. This is an ER310, and it's a multi-function weather radio. It's very cool. We keep this handy. We have a couple others that we keep handy. We have some that are a combination. We have one that's a combination of weather radio and a GMRS two-way radio. Please go to ready.gov. Go download the list for the preparedness kit. Put yourself together an emergency preparedness kit to be ready for storms or earthquakes or what have you. Third item on the list is a weather radio. If you go to buytwowayradios.com, and I wasn't prepared to do this. I know I'm doing all this manual switching tonight. Go to buytwowayradios.com. And we have weather radios there. We have two-way radios, of course, GMRS, FRS, 900 megahertz radios, marine, CB, airband, business radios, all kinds of radios. And if you go to buytwowayradios.com, use the promo code WINESHOW, WINESHOW. Use the promo code WINESHOW at checkout, in the shopping cart at checkout. You can save an additional 5% off your order, and not just on the radio, but on your entire order. If you have accessories or whatever that you're purchasing for the radios, any of the other accessories or the miscellaneous products, WINESHOW, that promo code will work on all of those products. So go to buytwowayradios.com, use promo code WINESHOW, save 5% off your order, and put that emergency kit together. Get that emergency preparedness kit together because it's very, very important. Now, for full disclosure, I am the product manager for Buy Two-Way Radios. Now, I'm not making any extra money on it, okay? This is my FTC disclosure statement. I'm not making any extra money on it. They're not paying me to pitch it. I'm just telling you this as a public service, more or less. And that Wine Show promo code is for you. It's not doing me. It's not getting me anything out of it. Okay, this is just for you, watching and listening to Drink with Rick on the Saturday Night Wine Stream. Okay, so that's all I've got. Let's check the chat one more time. I'll give you my final summary. Let's see. Everything going on here. I guess Ed was not able to stay with us tonight, but I do really like his statement. Death does not end a relationship with moms, and that's very, very true. It never does. She's always there. She's always there, right here, somewhere right here. Nano says, Bebe Toto La Botel. And here's... oh, by the way, let's see if I missed anyone in the chat. Anyone who came in late. Oh yeah, there was someone else. I had a toast, right? Had another toast here. Who was it? Somebody had a birthday coming up. Who was it? I know. I lost track of that. Okay. You remind me whose birthday it was. And I will toast your birthday. And I'm looking through the chat here, and I think I missed it. Whose birthday was it that I was going to toast tonight? You're going to have to remind me because I now forgot. Was it yours? Was it yours, Russ? Whose birthday was it? I want to give a birthday toast to whoever's birthday it was. Oh, okay, it was Rez. That's right. Okay, Rez. All right, thank you. All right, let's toast. Let's all toast Rez. Really cool of him to stop by and hang around with us tonight. I really appreciate you being here, Rez. And you asked some great questions tonight. I appreciate that. Anyway, here's to yes, yours, Rez. Here's to okay. I got to do it right, don't I? I have to do it right. Cue the fireworks. There we go. Fireworks ready. Okay, Rez. Is it okay to tell me how old you are? Or is that prying too much? So your birthday is, you said it was tomorrow, right? Your birthday's tomorrow, the 10th, May 10th. And so is it okay to say how old you're going to be? It's okay. You don't have to. It's good. It's all good. But anyway, sure, your birthday is tomorrow, I believe, right? On the 10th. Here is Therese. Happy birthday. You're 24. Okay, 24. So you're legal drinking age too. So you can go ahead and toast right along with us. Okay, here's Therese. Happy birthday to you. And may you have many, 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 many more. Therese, I'm going to toast you again. Tank up one more time. Throw the bottle. Therese, happy birthday. And Rez says, thanks for the great show, Rick. Well, thank you for being here. Let me tell you something here about the show. As I said before, the show isn't really about me. It's about you and me together. And I mean that. I mean that sincerely. If this show would not be a show without you, you're part of the show. You're half the show right there. And Tim, you and your family watching, you're part of the show. You're all part of this. So the success of this show, it's your success as well. Okay. Now, I do want to give out, here's my summary. I want to give out my summary here, and then we're going to give away a dad joke book. Maybe we'll give away 2. How about that? How about 2 dad joke books? So here's my summary, my final summary on this wine. This is the wine that we've been drinking. Bleu Blanc Thau. Bleu Blanc Thau. It looks like it says Thau, but it's not. It's Thau. Bleu Blanc Thau. Côte d'Or. This is a French wine. It is a 2020. It is 40% Picpoul, 45% Terray, and 15% Colombar. And this 12.5% alcohol by volume. I would like to say that this wine went pretty well. Here's what's left of what I have here. I can't say I would recommend it with the porterhouse with the steak. This really needs a red wine to do it justice. But I think it really did very well with the chicken, the barbecue chicken. I think some of that's because Chi makes an awesome barbecue chicken wing. She does. But even so, chicken, I think it'll go pretty well with the chicken. You know, I did not try it with this new potatoes. I did not try it with the new potatoes. Is it too cold to try with the new potatoes? It's been 2 hours. I don't know if I want to take a chance on the new potatoes now. But let's see. It went okay. Surprisingly, it went okay with this. This was the Bella Vitan Merlot. It has the Merlot on the outside. It went pretty well with the Bella Vitan. I did not care for it with the Blueberry Wensleydale. Of course, I'm not a big fan of Wensleydale, but I mean, I can eat it in small quantities, but I didn't really care for it with this wine. This is not a good match with this wine. However, the Trader Joe's Double Cream Gouda came through as usual, and it went very well with that. So I can recommend it with Double Cream Gouda. Now this is something else I said I might try. This is a cracker of some sort. I'm not sure what it is. Chi, if you're still watching, you can tell me what this cracker is. Let's try it with a little bit of this cracker. And it's a crunchy cracker. There's a little ASMR for you. Oh, wow. I heard that crunch. I'm sure you did. Okay. Okay. Kind of comes across a little garlicky. Not bad. It's okay. It goes pretty well with the wine. Now, as we've been going on with the show, this wine has had a chance to open up a bit. So it's actually not doing too bad. It's actually better than it was when I first opened it. I like this wine. It's an easy wine to drink. This wine has a bit of, it's very citrusy, and it has lemon lime, kind of a lemon lime flavor to it. I smelled apple to this wine, but I didn't really taste the apple. But as it's opening up a little bit, I think I am getting a hint of it. Yeah, actually, the apple's coming through. The apple. It seemed like in the very beginning it was the lemon lime that was really the strong taste in here. But as it's opened up, the apple is coming out. It's coming out now. So, and it's very dry. It's a very dry white, which is okay with me. I like a good dry white wine, and the alcohol is doing pretty well too. The wine is, they say it's medium bodied, but I find it kind of light bodied. This is a very easy wine to drink, and as you can tell, you can easily drink. That's about almost 2/3 of the bottle. You can easily drink this wine and not really realize how much of it you're drinking, because it is, I think, a little on the lighter side, and it's not something that you're really noticing too much. You're just drinking and pouring and drinking, And there's a little bit of acid. It's a little acidic, not bad. No tannin that I'm really getting. So maybe a little bit, maybe not much. It's not tannic. It's really more citrusy and fruity, more tart. It's a little on the tart side, but not much. I think the lemon lime without the tartness so much, I think it's a pretty good thing. Overall, I like the wine. Surprisingly so. I wasn't sure that I was going to like the wine, but the folks at Winestore, Matt and the folks at Winestore, they said, yeah, you're probably going to like this wine, even if it is a white. And they were right. They were correct. I do like this wine, so I recommend it. $9.99 winestore-online.com. It's $9.99. I think it's about $10 everywhere else I looked, and it's not available at a whole lot of places. Seller Tracker has it listed, but they give it 87 points over at Seller Tracker. But it's not. I don't see it in a whole lot of places. Total Wine might have it. I don't know. We'll see. Next time I go by Total Wine, I'll see if I can look around and see if they have it. Anyway, so I guess that does it for the show tonight. I want to thank you. I want to thank everybody for being with me here tonight. I had a great time. I hope you did too. I want to let me go through and thank everyone personally here. I want to thank Ed Panis for being here. I have to mention the last names because I've got both Eds. Ed Panis, thank you for being here for the show tonight. And I hope you and Shelley are doing well. By the way, Ed and Shelley do their Selling Sarasota podcast, one of my favorite podcasts that I like to listen to. And whether or not you're into real estate selling or buying real estate in Sarasota, Florida, it's kind of fun to listen to the show. They put together a really good show nonetheless. And the last couple of episodes, they've taken in they've had a couple of little discussions there that I think are not strictly for the. They're clean, but they're not strictly for, what I mean is they're not strictly for those looking for real estate in Sarasota, and you don't have to live in Sarasota. It's just kind of a fun show, and I really enjoy listening to it. And Ed's a friend of mine, and they do a great job with it. So Ed, thanks for being here tonight, and I appreciate it. I hope you and Shelley are doing well. Penny, thank you for being here. I hope you and Tom and Ben are doing just fine. Thank you for sticking around tonight. And dad jokes, are great. Please come back next week as well. And also, you know what? I'm going to give away a couple of books here. Penny, I'm going to send you one of the 500 plus dad joke books. Let me clear the camera 3 and I'll put it up there. This is the 500 plus dad joke books, funny, clean, corny, and just plain silly jokes. 500 plus dad jokes. I'll send you one. I know that Tom will like it. So I'm going to send you one of those as well. I've got your address, so I know where I can send it to you there. Tim, and your whole family watching tonight. And Kate, hi, right back at you. And Sarah, congratulations. And by the way, Katie is an influencer on Instagram. Follow her on Instagram, by the way. She has a great Instagram. She's an Instagram influencer. She does a lot of things with fashion. Very nice photography. I'm not sure who's doing the photography on it, but very, very cool shots. And she has a lot of this coordinated. She puts a lot into that, where I've noticed that she coordinates her wardrobe with where she is and that sort of thing. I don't pretend to understand a lot of stuff because I'm not a fashion guru or a fashion photographer by any sense of the word, but I know that a lot of work and a lot of thought go into that. So, Katie, very, very, very cool stuff. And Tim, you have a fine family there, and good luck of finishing up the bus. Thank you for being here, and you and your family tonight. And you know what, Tim? Have I sent you a dad joke book? I should send you a dad joke book too. Do you have if you don't have, I don't remember if I sent you one or not, but if you don't have one, let me know, and I'll send you a dad joke book too, because you're a dad, and I'm sure you could. Your daughters are saying, no, don't send me dad joke books. But Tim, come on, let me know. If you don't have a dad joke book, let me know, and I'll send you one. Okay? On me. I appreciate you being here. And my good friend Anthony, thank you for being here, even though you couldn't stay for the whole show. Thank you for being here. And my lovely wife, Chi, as always. Also on Twitch, everyone on Twitch who's joined me on Twitch tonight. I want to go through this list here. Your Mom's Sentiment, thank you for being here tonight. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Rez, thank you, and happy birthday. And Nano, thank you for being here as well. I do appreciate you being here with us as well. Your Mom's Sentiment. And did I get you? Yeah, I think I did get you. And thank you. And Tom Antio, of course. And anyone else I missed? Anyone else I missed on Twitch? Okay, Rez, it's your birthday, and because it's your birthday, I'm going to send you a copy of the 500 plus dad joke. You know, I left it on the camera, didn't I? Left it on the camera. So, Rez, tell you what, send me a valid address, me P.O. box or whatever. I just send it out through USPS, cheapest way possible. Send me a valid address where I could send the book to. Trust me, that's all I'm going to do with it, is just send you the book, and I'll get you the book there. And now if you're outside the United States, that might be a little problematic, because the last time I sent something to Australia, it took 2 months to get there, so it may or may not have an issue getting it there. But if you're within the United States, if you're not, I mean, there's some places I can't ship it to. So forgive me if I can't ship it to you there, if you're outside the U.S. and in a country where I can't ship it. But if you're within the United States or Canada or somewhere where I can ship it, then I'll get it right out to you. Okay? And I want to thank everybody else for being with me here tonight. Those who are watching and didn't say hi, but it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to if you don't want to. I appreciate you anyway. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I really hate to turn it off now, but I think it's going to be time to do that. Anyway, I hope everyone has a safe week. Please have a great week. Please have a safe week. Do not drink and drive. Do not drink from the comfort of your home, your apartment, your hotel room, wherever you are. Call an Uber, call a Lyft, call a cab, or just stay put. Call a friend if you have to. Do not drink and drive. Do not text and drive, because that's also a pet peeve of mine. Because I want you to have a great week, but most of all, I want you to have a safe week. Stay safe, everybody. Stay safe, and especially in these times of COVID, because I want you to have a safe week, so you can all join me here again next week on the Saturday Night Wine Stream, and we can all get together and drink with Rick. Good night.